In other news, I could not believe this. Did you guys know? Do you know the actress Ella Purnell? You've probably seen her in the Fallout series. Did you know that she plays Jinx/Powder in Arcane? Mind blown. Absolutely mind blown, dude. I had no idea. Can you imagine being a part of not only one, but two of literally the most successful video game adaptations ever? If there was ever going to be a Destiny series, because there was speculation of Destiny getting its own TV show, you need her. You need her. But legendary already. And by the way, if you've not watched Fallout, it has been, I'm not even a Fallout fan. And it's not that I have anything against Fallout. It's just, I missed the train. When everybody was crazy about Fallout 3, New Vegas, and having those great experiences, I completely missed out on it. I don't know. There's things in my life I was doing. Who knows? Whatever the excuse, it's not a good one. The point is, though, the first Fallout game that I was like, okay, I'm ready to be a part of this universe. I'm going to become a Fallout gamer today, was Fallout 76. I picked it up day one on launch, and it went off. And I walked away from Fallout thinking, who the hell plays this? Who plays these games? This is terrible. But turns out 76 has gotten a lot better. And also, there's a number of people that are saying that we should still play Fallout 3 and New Vegas and the other ones, right? I hear 76 is fantastic now. Let's say I played Fallout 76 and then returned it that day. It was not that great that day. With that being said, this is how powerful a good show is. If it is a good show, like the Fallout show has been, it will literally, I suddenly instinctively grab my wallet. Somehow the credit card is in my hand and I'm like, what is happening? And then the next thing you know, I'm buying all the Fallout games. It happens just like that. That is how powerful a good adaptation that you can do with a show. And unfortunately, the opposite happened with the Witcher series, of which hurts my soul. Because if there was ever an adaptation that could have been perfect, it would have been the Witcher series, right? Witcher season 1, I liked it. Witcher season 2, first episode, phenomenal. Straight downhill after that. And then we don't know what happened after that, right? You gotta respect the source material. With that being said, though, Arcane, obviously a phenomenal show of which this actress was a part of. And now she's a part of Fallout, which has been, honestly, I think the best I've ever seen out of an adaptation, even better than The Last of Us. And I very much enjoyed The Last of Us. And I haven't even finished the Fallout series. We're about halfway through it right now. But it's one of those series that you'll find yourself binging in a single day. Like yesterday, I literally watched 3 episodes. And I was like, dude, I gotta chill. I gotta stop. I gotta take my time with this. But it's fantastic. Let me look at what the Fallout show's scores are. Let me look at Rotten Tomatoes right now. All right, so right now, Fallout is sitting at a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes with an average audience score of 88. Okay. 88 is still really, really good. I do wonder, though, is there some levels of the adaptation that gamers, like my diehard Fallout fans, are you guys not liking? Personally, as someone who's not accustomed to the Fallout universe, I don't have any complaints. What I will say is I understand the pretense of literally everything is trying to kill you. Don't trust no one. And that becomes very, very apparent throughout the series. But is there some things that you're not liking? I love it and I played all the games. It's good and I'm a diehard fan. My only complaint is that it's just 8 episodes. Are you kidding me right now? It's 8 episodes? Dude, I'm already almost there. I think I'm on like episode 7 right now. Now I'm depressed. Well, look, let me just say, I've very much been enjoying this show. It's great, man. It really is, guys. And it's instinctively pulling me to go play the Fallout games, of which we'll probably end up playing and maybe even play them here on stream. I think the show, though, like from the very first episode, has such a good hook. I took Rika and I took her sister. We all sat down and watched the show. They've never played they've never even seen a Fallout game. At least I've seen a Fallout game. They've never even seen Fallout games before. And so I kind of had an understanding of what the universe is. But from the very first episode, and the point that really got you hooked, right? That first episode was an immediate hook, and it hooked both of them. And these are two individuals that rarely game and know nothing about Fallout. Now, let me ask you something. On the topic of video game adaptations, do you think Destiny can make a show this good? Because we've got the lore, but I will say Fallout has that hysterical nature. God, no. Well, dude, man, it was so crazy. Because like a few years ago, we were like being told that, yes, there's going to be a show potentially in the works for Destiny and that universe. And then we haven't heard anything else since then. We don't know if it's going to be an animation. We don't know if it's going to be a live adaptation. We don't know when it would take place. We don't even know if it's still in production. We have no idea. What I will say, it cannot go the route of Halo. Now, some people have been saying they really like the newest season of Halo, but the first season pretty much killed it for any diehard Halo fan. It cannot go the route of Halo. I think Destiny would be better as an animation. Well, again, Arcane is fantastic, and it's an animation. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, you could do an animation, yeah. Depends on what they want to adapt from Destiny. If they did a Mandalorian style for Shin Malphur, it could be good. They wouldn't do, I don't think they would go that route yet because it's not established. They would want to go a route that they could root the game before doing like a Shin Malphur spinoff, you know? I don't know. Maybe they could. I could go Mandalorian style for Shin Malphur. I mean, in my opinion, I think a good setting for a game adaptation for Destiny would be for the very first Lightbearers when they were warlords. You gotta understand, when they were warlords, they were assholes. They were like, oh, I'm immortal. Your shit is my shit now. Die, motherfucker. Like, that would be, to me, that's the part of Destiny I want to see. I want that more than like, because right now we have a very structured, the last city, the tower, the vanguard. It's extremely structured. I think if they went back in time and from the moment when they started getting blessed with these powers and the warlords, that would be amazing. The other side of things is, one thing about this show, what is this? This is rated TVMA, and I love it. Had they tried to come in there and water down the rating and took out the gore, Fallout would not be hitting as well as it hits. Do you think Bungie has the balls to bring us that something over, what, PG-13? Not a chance. We don't even get really blood in the game, do we? I don't think we have any. Do we really even have any blood? We don't have any blood in Destiny. I don't think there's a single thing gory in our game at all. It'd have to be a show based on the Iron Lords, the collapse of Destiny time period, like Game of Thrones Destiny show. Dude, I don't think you can have a Game of Thrones Destiny show. You know what I'm saying? It's just, there's just not enough backstabbing. It just won't work. It just won't work. I think they need to take, instead of having this like, you know, this dramatic, everyone betraying everyone kind of Game of Thrones scenario, I think they should just take the approach of like super sci-fi, super futuristic, that kind of thing. Also, there's no throne. Yeah, there's no like one person that rules over all the Guardians too. That's why like the Warlords would be cool, because there's like some level of individualism that was like, hey, I want to rule everything, you know? The Speaker kind of did. Did he though? The Speaker was like the Tower Monk, you know? The faction wars. Dude, the factions all seem like little bitches. As soon as a little bit of fighting starts, they're like, I think I'm gonna leave now. You know, could do a show on just the Drifter. You know, we say that. We could also do a show on just, there could be parts of the show for Destiny where it could be like Eris and her entire team getting wiped out. Like it could be almost a horror show of like her becoming part hive in a way with her eyes and stuff, and her team getting killed. Like, can you imagine just like a gory horror suspense of Crota's Pit? It would be freaky. And you could start off with like sweet Eris, right? Like Eris before she became three-eyed Eris, right? She's like hanging out with her Guardian friends. She's like, yeah. It's almost like the plot for Goblin Slayer. Hey, let's go do a raid together, team. And then everybody just gets out. And then she has to do like crazy off-script insane shit to stay alive. I don't know. Imagine if they made a God of War show. Actually, the game itself is pretty much a show. Oh, they're making a God of War show for real? People on the Scopium that the Halo show is worth watching. Look, the last Halo show I watched, really the only Halo show I really watched, and I thought it was pretty good, was Forward Unto Dawn. Yep, I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty good. But by God, we have come a long way since then, though. God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Cyberpunk are all getting live actions. Holy hell, Cyberpunk's going to be the best. Don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to God of War and those other ones for sure. Ghost of Tsushima as well. It's almost like going to be like Shogun in a way. But Cyberpunk has so many ways you can go with it. Can you imagine a live action Terry? I hope they go as hysterical with it as Fallout has gone. I want to see someone in that show wielding a giant dildo, beating the piss out of everybody. Edge Runners was great though. Yeah, Edge Runners was great. It had a more serious tone though. Edge Runners was really good. Had a serious undertone under it for obvious reasons. Brother, I'm in the living room. What? You got me on the living room TV right now talking about big rubber dicks, slamming into ads and enemies and beating down bosses? You should know better by now. What are you doing, making breakfast? Better turn me off. Better hit the mute button. Slap that like button like your mama told you right.